What's up, everybody? Welcome to Club Buzz with DJ Locust. Hope you're ready to jump on that dance floor and rub those wings together. Oh yeah, let's have some fun. See who the opposing Meren, the undead bass hits tonight. Meren's our opposing DJ. Welcome, Meren. Glad to have you in Club Buzz. As far as opening hand goes, we have Halimar Depths, Spire Bluff Canal, Island, Remand. Yeah, this is not too bad. We'll go keep on this one. We kind of maybe shake the top part of our library up with the Halimar Depths and then Magus of the Wheel. Get that online. Kind of get a nice little discard going. Hopefully our opponent doesn't have Spore Frog in their opening hand. I know every single Meren opponent I've ever played against, they always have Spore Frog. That's I'm just being. Oh, drawing the Skull Clamp. Well, I'm not going to be salty about that anymore. Let's go ahead and get down the Halimar Depths. Let's go for the top three. I'll kind of explain that Spore Frog thing here in a second. Let's go for the Halimar Depths. Look at the top three cards of our library. Arid Mesa, Hellion Eruption, and Jace Vin's Prodigy. Let's go ahead and put that on top. I think I like Jace on this one. So we go Jace next turn. We'll start looting. And then we'll draw into Arid Mesa the following turn. I think I like that. Let's go Arid Mesa, then Jace. So we can get down Jace, loot Arid Mesa, grab that card, kind of shuffle it away, and then go from there. All right, we're going to go past the turn. We are playing the Locust God, DJ Locust. Whenever you draw a card, create a 1/1 blue and red insect creature token when flying in haste. Then for 4 mana, draw a card, then discard a card. Whenever the Locust God dies, return it to its owner's hand at the beginning of the next instant. Playing Meren of Clan Nel Toth. Whenever a creature you control dies, you get an experience counter at the beginning of your end step. Choose a target creature card in your graveyard. If that creature converted mana costs less than the equal number of experience counters you have, return to the battlefield. Otherwise, put it in your hand. Alright, so let's go and get the Spire Bluff Canal down. Let's go for Jace. We do have that Arid Mesa on top, which we're going to be able to shuffle away that Hellion Eruption, which we're okay with it at this point right now. Anything else? No, we're going to go and pass the turn. So, covered commanders. Yep, we're good. We can chat. Yeah, so Meren, man, they always have Spore Frog in the hand. I just wanted to get that out there. Maybe our opponent doesn't, but it just seems like they always have Spore Frog, and it's just... I don't run Graveyard Hate because I love Graveyard, so it's just kind of like, I know that's childish, but it's Commander, and I like to have fun, and, you know, if I'm playing against, like, my thinking is, if I'm playing against, like, a Mimeoplasm deck or something, I'm like, hey, man, have some fun, I don't want to shut down your Graveyard deck, and so I just don't run a lot of Graveyard Hate, and so we get paired against Meren, and they get into Spore Frog really quick, I'm like, ah, man, get out of here, Spore Frog. I love Gitrog Hypnotoad, but Spore Frog, he is, man, not a huge fan of him. Alright, draw into that Arid Mesa. We have the Hellion Eruption on top. Let's go and get the Arid Mesa down. I don't think we really want to draw into that. So let's go and crack the Arid Mesa. We still have at least 3 mana. Let's go and grab a Volcanic Island. Let's go and loot with Jace on this one. Draw a card, discard a card. Throne, ooh, there we go. Got a new card in here. Throne of the Pharaoh God. We're looking at 4 mana this turn. Next turn for Meren. Do we want to hold up Remand? I think I like that. So let's go ahead and discard a card. Let's go ahead and discard, I think at this point we can discard Mizzix's Mastery. Sounds good. We're going to be online for Overload later in the game. Let's go ahead and go for Skull Clamp. And then we'll be online for Remand. Next turn we go Throne of the Pharaoh God. And then hopefully we can kind of draw into some of our artifact ramps to get the Locust God, DJ Locust. We need to get him down so we can start spinning the hits. We don't want Meren to be... spinning all the undead hits. One of my favorite things about playing DJ Locust, obviously you can tell by the overlay in the thumbnails, I very much want you to feel like you're at Club Buzz with DJ Locust and having some fun. Make sure we're not yielding to something. Do we want to remand that? Whenever creature dies, exile her. Yeah, let's go and go remand. Let's see if we just can't go. I mean, if they're not going to go for Meren right now by cracking the Trivelder, I'm okay with using remand on Liliana. Just a little bit of a nice little tempo play. We're okay with that. Ooh, drawn to Magma Quake. That's okay. And then we have at least 3 cards in the graveyard. So, we'll be able to loot next turn, and then we can hopefully have a nice little Jace flipped. Kind of go from there. Alright, see what we draw into. Oh, and then I'll cover Meren's little DJ thing here in a second. I remember what I was going to say on that. Let's go ahead and go for Jace. Let's draw a card, then loot. Alright, Hour of Devastation. Let's go ahead and... We're online for Thirst for Knowledge. That'll really kill our opponent's, you know, board wipe across the board, get rid of them into the graveyard. We already have Magma Quake. That may be enough. Let's go ahead and get rid of Hour of Devastation, I think. We'll be online for the Mizzix's Mastery out of the graveyard. Let's go ahead and get the island down. Now, do we want to... We can actually get Jace to flip next turn off Thirst for Knowledge. If we go for it, we don't have to go for it now. We already made the land drop. We could go for Throne of the Pharaoh God, but let's see if we can't Let's see if we can't dig a little bit deeper with Thirst for Knowledge. I think that sounds good. We could get down Magus, and that'd leave Magus open for an activation the following turn. I think I like going for Thirst. Yeah, let's leave up Thirst. Let's go for Thirst on our opponent's turn. That way we can just kind of draw 3 cards, discard 2 cards if we need to. If we wanted to, we could discard Throne of the Pharaoh God to make sure that we want to hold on to something. And then we kind of make sure we get a nice little land drop for the turn. Then, once Thirst for Knowledge is in the graveyard, that'll be a nice little flip for Jace. And then if we want to kind of maybe recast it, we can go for that. But yeah, so obviously you can tell by the overlay, the thumbnail, I really much, part of my channel, as I've learned to do my channel videos, is I want you to feel like you're actually with the commander. Like, I want you to feel like you're with DJ Locust at the club, and like we've got a bunch of insects going. I know it sounds goofy, but I want it to feel like, feel special in a way. And so whenever I think about Meren doing the, having his own little club Meren or whatever, I just imagine all the undead zombies running around. And, it's not really club music, but it's probably like kind of some really heavy bass. I don't know. It just sounds fun. I like to have fun in Magic sometimes. But yeah, just imagine that. Imagine a big mosh pit of a bunch of zombies and glowing skulls like that. Death Rat Shamans in the corner with some glow sticks, having some fun. All right. Secure Tri-Builder, swinging it for 1. It's going to put us down to 27. It's going to go for the Thirst for Knowledge on this one. And the good thing is we do have Skull Clamp out here. So Skull Clamp with the Locust God is absolutely wonderful. It is good. A lot of fun. It is some good old-fashioned fun, Skull Clamp. That's what the Magic players say. All right, opponent's going for a Secure Tri-Builder crack. It's going to be Liliana flipping. Her get out there. Search your library for a land card. I guess technically we could have gone for Magma Quake. No, excuse me, Liliana's a 2-3. I think we're okay with the Liliana. Equip for 0 on this. Oh yeah, gotta get that zombie protected. We do have Fateful Showdown. We do have enough mana for that. We'll draw 3 cards, discard 2 cards, so we could actually have a really nice high count, card count in our hand if we want to be online for Fateful Showdown next turn to kind of redirect over to Liliana. So we could go for that if we want to. We'd have to discard everything, which it's not really the end of the world. So we'll see exactly what our opponent wants to go for. But at least we're going to go for the Thirst of Knowledge at the end of the turn after they decide what they want to go for with the Liliana tree. Okay, they're just going to go for 1, so we can get around that. And then let's go to the instep, and then we'll go for that Thirst for Knowledge. All right, get the shifting the Lightning Greaves around. I'm sure Secure Tri-Builder is just absolutely thrilled to wearing the boots that a zombie wore. Liliana, the mom, is like, all right, now where are the boots? Where are your brother's boots? Like, Mom, his feet are gross. They're gross too. Ooh, Ancient Tomb, Scalding Tarn. Wheel of Fate, that's some nice stuff right there. Throne would be nice on this one, I think. Each opponent loses a life equal to... Okay, here's the deal. If our opponent gets down Spore Frog, that's going to prevent all combat damage. Yeah, let's hold on to the Throne of the Pharaoh God. I'm going to hold it. Let's get rid of 2 cards. Let's get rid of Wheel of Fate. And then, do we want to get rid of Fateful Showdown? We can actually loot and cast it out of the graveyard, but we don't want to get rid of everything. We can get the Ancient Tomb down, get down Throne of the Pharaoh God. Oh, no, excuse me. Magma Quake deals it to each Planeswalker. I forgot about that, so we're okay with that. But yeah, we'll go and get rid of Fateful Showdown. We're okay with that. Alright, so we can go for Magma Quake for... We'll get Jace to flip. It's going to deal that damage to each Planeswalker, but let's see if we can't deal enough off that one. So Jace flips, that's going to be coming back as a 5. That's going to be 2 damage. Yeah, we're okay with that. Let's go and get the Ancient Tomb down. Let's go and draw a card, discard a card. We just kind of want to clean the board. That way we have a nice open slate for the Locust God. Let's go and discard. I think at this point we'll go and discard Manamo. Jace is going to flip. Let's go for 1-2 off the Ancient Tomb. Let's go Throne of the Pharaoh God. And let's go and go for Magma Quake for 2. That's going to deal 2 damage to the zombie, 1 damage to Liliana. 2 damage to Liliana. We can do it at instant speed, but at this point we just want to get it off the battlefield. So X is going to be 2. Alright, so it's going to be 2 to the zombie and the Secure Tri-Builder. I'll probably see a crack in response to that more than likely. But at least we'll take care of the zombie, get Liliana off the battlefield. They're going to get a land for their troubles. 2 damage will be dealt to Jace. It'll go down to 3, which is fine because we can get down. We're just really going to cast anything out of the graveyard. And then next turn, we do have Skull Clamp on the battlefield. So we do have, actually we still have a Jace to kind of plus up on this one too. Forgot about that. Let's go and plus up Jace. Up to 1 target creature gets plus, yeah, That way, we're not going to completely just lose Jace next turn if we go for a minus 3 building. Anything else? Now we're going to go and pass the turn. Okay, so as far as our mana goes, yeah, and the Throne of the Pharaoh God. Let's just kind of highlight that real quick because that is one of the new cards that we put in here. So at the beginning of at the beginning of your end step, each opponent loses life equal to the number of tapped creatures that you control. So fits in really well with the Locust God. I had a lot of suggestions for that. Unfortunately, I just missed it, and so usually when people, I take everybody's comments seriously. So if somebody ever comments said, "Hey, you should add blank to this deck," I have it. I actually have an Excel spreadsheet that I have an Excel spreadsheet that when those people comment, I take those comments and I put it on the sheet with that deck, and then that way I can make sure that when I play the deck the next time, that I have it the most up to date. And so the Throne of the Pharaoh God was a new card that I added. I also added Shared Animosity, so thank you to whoever suggested that. And somebody suggested Collective Defiance, so thank you for that. I finally added Collective Defiance to that. Really good card for that, I think. Might have been Will, maybe. I can't remember. I try to remember your names in the comments. I recognize your pictures a lot. That's how I kind of recognize your face. All right, opponent's getting down Meren, swinging in for 3. We do have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. We have 6 total mana next turn, 7 with the Scalding Tarn. We're not going to be able to draw a card just yet. And we're not going to be able to target it with Jace. Let's say we draw in 2. Because with the Skull Clamp out there, we can equip it on there, draw 2 cards, get 2 more tokens. So basically every mana that you have, you're going to be able to really get some nice stuff going as far as getting those tokens on the battlefield. Okay, draw into a mountain. Let's go ahead and we're at 25. Yeah, let's just go and get the. I guess it doesn't matter. We could grab the. Yeah, we'll just go and get the mountain down. So we have Jace for a plus up on 1. I can't really target anything. Do we want to go for the Locust God? They're swinging for 3. They don't have a whole lot going on. We could do a lot of setting up this turn. Worn Power Stone. Magus of the Wheel, Jace. Yeah, let's go ahead and let's see if we can't get an active Magus on the battlefield. Each player discards their hand. Let's go for that. Let's go 1 Power Stone. That way, one of the things you want to do is you don't want to get the Locust God down and him just sitting out there by himself. It's kind of like we don't give him any DJ stuff, we don't give him any headphones or anything like that, and he gets really mad. He's not a huge fan of that, and so we need to make sure that we have something to show for it whenever we get the Locust God down. We'll be able to make the land drop next turn. We'll have Magus of the Wheel. Discard their hand that draws 7 cards. There'll be some nice little locusts on the battlefield. Let's go ahead and click OK on Jace just to pump it up to 2. Not going to chump block on Magus of the Wheel at this point right now. Anything else we're going to go for? No, we're going to go and pass the turn. Okay, just to kind of resettle on what we have developed as a board state. We have Jace out there. If Meren wants to swing in with Jace, that's okay right now. We have Throne of the Pharaoh God, so they're at 30. We're looking at getting down the Locust God next turn. That's going to be 2 off the 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. So that's going to be 6 off the Worn Power Stone, the lands, and the Ancient Tomb. We'll be able to go for a Magus of the Wheel activation. Discard our hand, then go for 7, draw 7 cards. There'll be 7 insect tokens on the battlefield. I think if I'm correct, that'll be 2 more mana. So we'll go down 5, and then we'll actually go to about 9 tokens swinging across, and then at the Throne of the Pharaoh God trigger, that'll be another 9. So we're looking at dealing 18 next turn off that. And then after that, if the Locust God does stick around, we do have Mizzix's Mastery, which we do have enough mana for that. We do have access to triple red. Is that correct? 1, 2, 3. Yeah, 1, 2, 3, and then we do have 5 mana. So we do have Mizzix's Mastery to overload everything out of the graveyard. I'm pretty sure we still get to cast Wheel of Fate, I think. But, do we have to cast everything? You may cast it for each, but with each. Putrefy on Throne. Okay, that's fine. One of the main offenders in this deck is Skull Clamp. So if you want to get rid of Skull Clamp, that's one of the things. If you ever see Skull Clamp on the Locust God, that's pretty much what you want to go for. But I'm trying to figure out on Mizzix's Mastery if we have to. For each card exit copy away, you may cast the copy without. Okay, we may cast it. All right, so it is a may ability. So as far as the stuff that allows us to draw some cards out of the graveyard, there's going to be Thirst for Knowledge. There's going to be Fateful Showdown, and then I don't know if Wheel of Fate. I think we'll still be able to get to cast it off Mizzix's Mastery. because it's in the graveyard. So I think we'll still be online for that. So what we can do is we can sequence it to where we have the most amount of cards in the hand for Fateful Showdown to kind of deal that damage out to our opponent. But we're going to be going for the Locust God next turn. So this is something we're kind of setting up the turn later. But I think at this point, if they're tapping out right now, I feel really good about this because we're going to be able to at least get down the Locust God. And then unfortunately, Jace is sitting at a 2, so we can't go for the minus ability to kind of cast something out of the graveyard. But I think at this point, we're in a good little spot. I'm enjoying this. So let's see. And then we are actually okay on the clock at 16 and 18. All right, sorry. Yesterday, I recorded an Olivia video. So if you saw the video yesterday, the Bantu video, it's kind of an older video. I do apologize. I don't like posting older videos that I have saved. But I got done with the video, and it was a nice little 16-minute video, and there was no audio. Somehow my mic had gotten muted, and I'm going out of town this upcoming weekend. So just really strapped on time, so I had to post that old video up, and so I just ever since then I've just been super nervous that that I messed up on something there, the audio is not working. So let's go get the Locust God down. It's gonna be 1, 2, 3, 4. I definitely want to tap for 2 off that one. There we go. 1, 2, 3, 4, and then blue and red. There we go. Get down the Locust God. We're going to be able to go for. It's going to do. We made the lane drop for the turn, correct? Yes, we did. All right, so we're going to go for Magus of the Magus of the wheel. I'm thinking Magus of the coffer. Let's go Magus of the wheel. So get some nice little insects on the battlefield. We're at least going to have 2 of the. Oh, beautiful! Always yield to that. And then what else do we have? Fellwar Stone, Lightning Greaves. Ooh, Lightning Greaves. I think we may end up going for Lightning Greaves on this one. I want to keep the Locust God protected. So let's go and grab a. Do we want to shock that in? Yeah, let's go and shock that in. We're a little tight on red mana. Let's go. Let's get that down. And actually, we do have Phyrexian Altar, so we should be able to kind of maybe combo off next turn. Let's get down the Lightning Greaves on the Locust God. And then that's going to be 7. That's going to be 11 coming across. We're at 18. We're looking at 5. Puts us down to 13. Yeah, we're okay with this attack. Let's go and swing in. Coming in hot. And then we were, if we didn't draw into Lightning Greaves off that Magus of the Wheel, one of the things that we could have done is use our last 2 mana to equip it onto one of the insect tokens. So basically the way to think about it is we have an insect token, we equip the Skull Clamp on it, it dies, and then once it dies, we get to draw 2 cards. So basically it's for every 1 mana you can just double the amount of tokens that you have. So if we didn't draw into Lightning Greaves, we either could have gone for Ideas Unbound to draw a few more cards, or we can simply just kind of Skull Clamp it out and kind of go from there. But let's kind of double check what we have going on. Excuse me. Let's kind of double check what we've got going on. So we do have Earthquake, so it deals X damage to each creature without flying in each player. So next turn we do have 7. That's going to be 11 coming across. If we want to tap out for a bunch, we're actually pretty close on life total. And with them swinging across, I'm not sure if we're actually going to go for Earthquake on this one just yet. We do have the Legacy, shuffle card in your hand, draw 2 cards at the beginning of the next turn's upkeep. A little late on that one. Now if we get down Phyrexian Altar, I'm pretty sure, so we get down Phyrexian Altar, sack a creature, add 1 mana to your mana pool. We equip it onto an insect token, draw 2. Yeah, so we should be able to kind of combo off with Phyrexian Altar, so we can kind of go for that next turn if we want to. That's one of the things with the Locust God, is it is so busted. You just get Skull Clamp down, and there's 3 or 4 cards that it just instantly kind of goes with. There's a... I think there's a 5 mana enchantment from the Commander 17 set that... It basically says choose a creature type. Whenever that creature type enters the battlefield, draw a card. It's not a May ability. And so whenever you draw a card, I think with the Locust God and that enchantment on the battlefield, basically you're just drawing your entire deck. So you get yourself a nice little insect army swinging across. Opponent's going for Woodley Tutor. Search your library for a creature card, reveal it, put it, and then put that card on top of it. Okay, so we don't have to worry about too much right now with them putting that on top. But yeah, with that enchantment, they basically get to... you get to draw your entire deck. So I'll probably add it in here just as a last-ditch resort to kind of combo off. Got the Whispering one. Okay, so I think we should be okay. They'll be able to return some stuff back to the hand. They got Birthing Pod, Secure Tribe Elder out of the graveyard, Liliana. Yeah, we're going to be good. And then even if we don't want to go Phyrexian Altar, I'm not a huge fan of combo and Commander. That's not me taking it, if I ever say that, that's not me, that's not me looking down on people who do play combo. I played a lot of Modern, and I play a lot of combo in Modern, and I love combo in Modern. But when I play Commander, I want to have fun. Like I get my spike tendency out in Modern. So there are some people who get their spike tendency out in Commander, and that's perfectly fine. And those type of people usually probably enjoy playing combo in Commander. So it's just my personal taste that when I sit down to play a game of Commander, I'm not looking to close it out with a combo win. It's not that I'm trying to discourage other people from doing that. It's just my particular play style, and that's what makes Magic fun. Is that my play style is different than other people's play style. So, and then when you force people like, it always makes me mad when people are online like, "Oh, I can't believe you did." I'm like, dude, come on, man, we're playing Magic. Don't put your viewpoints on Magic on me. So I try not to do that either against anybody who's playing. The only time I do that, and you know it's justified. The only time I'm ever mad about somebody, and to be honest, it makes sense, is whenever they play Scavenging Ooze. It's a terrible card. You should never play it. It's the worst card printed in the history of Magic. All right, we got Shriekmaw coming down. I'm glad that we did draw into the Lightning Greaves. I still love you if you play Scavenging Ooze. I'll tell you that right now. All right, opponents go for Shriekmaw. They're going to be able to take care of one of the insect tokens. So, good thing we did draw into that Lightning Greaves. It was a really nice draw. Let's see. Destroy target non-black, non-artifact creature. Poor little insect token. Shriekmaw jumped out of the air and bit it down. But yeah, we're going to be able to get down Phyrexian Altar next turn and kind of go from there. Let's see if we can't... let's see if we can't go for a little bit more of a flavor win. You know, our opponent's tapped out. Let's see if we can't get enough out of the graveyard. Mizzix's Mastery overloaded. Fateful Showdown. Magus of the Wheel. So really, we only don't have that many cards out of the graveyard that we can really get going off of 8 mana. We do have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Actually, well, let's count on our turn. Maybe we can go for a Mizzix's Mastery Overload win. I think that sounds kind of fun. All right, swinging in for 5. It's going to put us down to 13. Once again, we have the Phyrexian Altar to kind of draw a bunch of cards, kind of loop out from there, but we'll see. See what we got going on. But so we do have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. So we have 10 total mana. Mizzix Mastery Overload is going to be 8, so we go double blue. Ideas of Band, draw 3 cards, discard 3 cards. Then we can cast that again. Get some nice little insects on the battlefield. Mizzix Mastery Overload deals 5 damage to each creature, each non-planeswalker. Fateful Showdown. Discard your hand. And then anything else as far as dealing that damage. Wheel of Fate, we should be able to kind of cycle that out. Let's see. See what we're drawing to. I don't know. See what the draw step is. But yeah, we do have at least 10 coming across. Excuse me, not 10, but we do have we have 11 coming across. Let's go ahead and so with the Incendiary Command, deals 4 damage to target player. Let's just go in Phyrexian Altar. I don't do this a lot, but let's go and go Phyrexian Altar. We'll get that down. Start getting the just kind of show you how the combo loops. I like having different stuff up there. You know, we could chain some stuff together, but let's just go ahead and sack a creature. Let's add blue. Let's go and put Skull Clamp on one of them. Alright, so what we're going to do, and this is a good way for us to kind of show the combo. We could do a bunch of other stuff. Well, actually, we can chain a bunch of stuff together. Let's see if our opponent lets us do that. So we're going to always yield to that. Draw 2 cards. Get those insect tokens on the battlefield. Let's go sack a creature, add blue. And what we're going to do is we're going to just keep adding it on there. Draw 2 cards. We keep adding that mana. Let's go and get the Sulphur Falls down. No, excuse me, right? I think we'll sack a creature, right? And blue. Yeah, we're just drawing a bunch of cards off this one. Yeah, we're not going infinite with it, excuse me. We're just drawing 2 cards. We're staying at 7. So let's see if we can't go for that Mizzix's Mastery. Let's go ahead and, so we do have 11 coming across. So we do have Collective Defiance in the hand. Choose 1 or more. Deals 4 damage to target creature, 3 damage to each opponent. Let's go for that, let's see. Let's go for the Burning Inquiry. Yeah, let's go. Actually, let's go. Ideas Unbound. We're going to draw 3 cards, discard 3 cards at the beginning of the next end step. That's going to be 14 coming across. Let's go and go for, let's go Personal Tutor. Search your library for a sorcery card, reveal it, put it on top. Let's put Winds of Change on top. Let's go ahead and let's go for the Burning Inquiry. Go for that. Draw 3 cards, discard 3 cards at random. Let's go for the Winds of Change. All right, beautiful. Get those nice little insect tokens. All right, let's go and swing in. Sorry, with the Phyrexian altar, I think I got ahead of myself. It's Ashnod's altar that we can get ahead on mana on that one. So let's go and swing in. We got 23 insect tokens coming across with the Locust God leading it up on front. There we go. Beautiful, beautiful, beautiful. I will take that. All right, puts him down to -8. Sorry. Off the Phyrexian altar, I got ahead of myself as far as adding that mana. You know, we can allow ourselves to draw ourselves out with Phyrexian altar, but we're not going to get ahead on insect tokens because we keep sacrificing one and then putting a token on there. So that was my fault on that. I got a little ahead of myself. And then I was going to cast Mizzix's Mastery, but it didn't like... I don't know, wouldn't let me click on it to kind of highlight it. So normally you can highlight it out of the graveyard and let us click it, but it didn't. But yes, little sloppy DJ set towards the end, but hey, we win it. And we beat not Darren. We beat Meren in the DJ contest. So, alright everybody, if you enjoyed the video, like and subscribe. Thanks. Bye.